Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lynk's League, where I'm in a league of my own. And in this gameplay, we are playing Jayce. Couldn't think of his name for a second. Well, Jayce, I actually bought him on sale on the 5th of November. And honestly, this was my first game with him. I have never touched Jayce before. I have never really seen his kit, because every time I'd always be top against a Jayce, it always seemed like they were bad. So I never got to see what it could do to its fullest extent. But yeah, so that's pretty much the deal with how I picked up Jayce. Now our team composition goes as such. We have a Gangplank and Lulu bottom. We have a Twitch mid with a Diana jungle. Yes, we do have a Twitch mid, by the way. They have a Renekton top, a jungle Riven, a mid Mord, a bot Janna, and a bot, did she just waste her flash? A bot Misfortune, okay. So, that is the current setup. So let's focus the camera back on me, on button 4 of this game, and let's speed up just a little bit. You can see the starting items on the screen. I will drop them at 2 minutes into the game, and bring them back up around 15. Okay, so Jayce as a laning champion. He's really quite good, and honestly, I see no real flaws with his kit. This isn't really a review on Jayce. It's more so how, just being analytical of what I could have done better or how I did bad. So we'll see right here that I'm actually poking with my almost all my skills, and really just going after Renekton over here. Now, I've never really played against a Renekton top, especially a good one. I've only played against the bot Renekton, if ever. And that seems to be the only thing I'll ever play against. Now, we have a Twitch right here about to get ganked, but that Riven isn't that good. And we also have bot with a really quite low Gangplank, but we're going to see him back off, and Misfortune choose not to go in. Okay, so let's refocus the camera on me, as we'll see both me and Renekton are at level 2. Now, what I like about Jayce's kit is that he's a really good bruiser. He can go in, he can trade, and then he can get out of there. But right now we are talking about what's going to happen to Lulu as she's about to get hit by all 3 of them. There's the first CC, there's the camera going away, but you missed that. So let's back it up. As we see Lulu, let's focus the camera on her. We see Lulu is getting rather feisty. Now she's going after the Misfortune. 2 of them have low mana. There's the Riven. There's pretty much the combo gone. Janna gets hit with both abilities and gets dropped as the Riven, or as the Misfortune takes her out. Now we will see that Renekton actually I think might counter a lot of tops. He has that gap closer and then a stun, which allows him to do a couple abilities. Now, with Jayce, I essentially have the abilities to make this not a problem. So I see him coming in, and I'm actually just learning how to defend myself as Jayce, as I realize his only escape really is his dash, or not really a dash, but his speed buff from his E. That's essentially it for Jayce. Directed camera shows us that Twitch is actually getting in a lot of trouble right now with the Mord. But will he do anything? There's the cast, and that is death to Twitch. But the Diana comes in, there's the flash, there's the pull, and there's the AoE, or the shield. So that is picking up that kill. There's the flash from the Lulu, there's the exhaust. What will we see down here? They are collapsing on the Misfortune. Will they be able to get the kill? And we see her getting away safely under turret with an ignite, as the Janna does not shield her. Now, that is actually their pings, because they think that they think Twitch is on his way to gank, which actually I thought was quite interesting how he backed off. And he really was afraid of Diana. He never bothered to come across mid unless his jungler was here. Now, back to Jayce's kit. Jayce's kit has a plethora of great abilities for top. As you see now, I'm in hammer stance, which allows me to do things like that, which is really what allows me to dominate my lane. So he has To the Skies, which is a leap that once hits in an AoE and slows all targets. Then he has Electric Shield, which is essentially a Sunfire Cape with higher ticks of damage. And the passive is if you use your hammer to hit a minion or a champion, you get back a set amount of mana. And then we have, right there's To the Skies, there's the basic attack by the ultimate. Now there we go, there's the field, and he's actually going to back off here, which is curious. How many of his cooldowns are actually up at the time? He only had one more cooldown, and I don't think he wanted that to happen because Jayce has 6. Now, I'm in this mode where Jayce has, yet again, 3 abilities. He's got his Q, which is that little ball of energy, which does a lot of damage. And he also has a speed buff, which is that line you'll see, the electric line. And he also has an ability that allows him to fire 3 rapid shots. But we just had something happen, so we'll see the Twitch getting knocked up and getting killed. Now we are going to see Gangplank and Lulu bottom. Will they go after the Misfortune? This is not... I am not sure yet, but I see nothing else happening down bot. As we'll see, here's Renekton coming in after me again, knocking him back, so I'm able to stay in lane. Now, Jayce has 2 abilities, but... Sorry, the directed camera likes to interrupt me. There we go, there's the fall down on the Gangplank, but oranges make it alright, and he essentially gets away scot-free. Although we have Renekton wasting both Slice and Dice to get next to me, and I've to actually retaliate with quite a bit of damage, and I also have that basic attack left. As we see Gangplank falling, but then here's Riven. Oh, I hope this is that gank. There was a gank by this Riven that was just horrible. And I don't think this is it. Nope. So you see me actually change stances there. I didn't want to waste mana on a speed buff, so I just decided to change from cannon to hammer, which gives me a small speed buff. Now we're actually going to see right here Diana trying her best to get that double kill, misses the Q by that much. If it was any other carry, she probably would have got in there and got a double kill. So let's start and look at the builds yet again. I have not returned once, and I am running the CS. I am actually competing with the Mord for CS right here, and I'm returning, so let's go see what we can see. We have Twitch and Mordekaiser. There's the Cask, and he has full stacks. There's the... I'm going to say it wrong. Expunge? Expunge. Okay. There's the Expunge, and... There we go. Let's see. Not much really happening in this lane. Let's go back to directed. As we see Diana coming up, is she ready for a gank? We will see that she is getting in position for a gank as Gangplank and Lulu are pushing their lane up quite far because Riven is hardly a threat, let's just say. So, not much more we can talk about, so I'm gonna... Nah, there's nothing happening up there either. This is really just kind of boring. I want to speed it up, but I'm afraid I'll miss something. We actually have the Riven waiting pretty far in the bush. There's the Twitch. There's a flash. Will she continue? No, she will not. She is backed off. But we will see the Mordekaiser rather low and being countered by this Twitch, who did turn Spray and Pray on. But the Riven is coming up from behind Twitch. What will he be able to do? She misses all of her abilities, but lands the stun. There's a basic. There's a second basic. But he does manage to juke with a slow, and we see Renekton trying to get right on top of me as I knock him away with the hammer. Essentially, you have to zone Renekton to beat him. What's happening to Twitch? Huh? That's death. That's death? That's death. So that's about that. As we see the Lulu and the Gangplank going together, but the blast from the Janna's ultimate does not help with the Lulu, as they are going to collapse on Janna and pick up an easy kill. Now, with Lulu quite low, there's the ultimate, as I'm actually up here having a one-on-one with this Renekton, landing my Q. Then I turn on my W for 3 easy hits and gain a kill. As we see Gangplank coming up, landing a basic and getting the kill on Misfortune. There is the shield so that the minions do not become OP and kill Gangplank. As we see Mordekaiser heading, I think, to bottom lane. Let's watch where he's going. That's the wrong button. So Mord is actually heading toward bot lane right now to go and kill the Gangplank and Lulu. Let's just turn on the manual camera. As you'll see, the Riven going after the Gangplank, and the Gangplank not getting away. There's the E from the Mordekaiser. Now they're going after the Lulu, but will they be able to actually get the kill? There's the dash, and will she be able to make the ground up? No, she will not, but she is going to tank the turret, and there is a second kill for the purple team. As we see the Riven dying and not giving kill to anyone. Whew. Well, that was pretty exciting. This Mord, honestly, I gave him honorable opponent because he essentially carried, and yeah. Anyway, Twitch coming out of his stealth a couple seconds too early, but forcing the Janna to flash nonetheless, so good job. Now, that flash is quite crucial. I mean, it has a 3-minute cooldown, so if you can have someone waste flash, that's a great idea. Okay, let's go back up to top and focus the camera right back on me. So, as you're seeing right here, the Renekton keeps pushing the lane up too far, and every time he tries to collapse on me, I manage to do more damage than he does. There are certain parts where he actually managed to get more damage out on me than I can on him, and it eventually causes him to try and snowball. He also taunts quite often. As we look at the builds, we will see not much happening, but here yet again is an exchange where he came out with less HP than I did. Actually, I didn't even take a single hit from that. Gangplank with Ionian Boots, Double Dorans and an Amp Tome for Diana, Double Dorans and Berserker Greaves for Twitch, Double Dorans, the workings for the Madrids, and Boots for me, and Lulu with double Amp Tomes, a Philo Stone, and surprisingly Tabbies. Okay, let's start from the bottom up on the purple team, as I do a nice combo and completely drop his health. Let's rewind that. So here's a really good combo I've actually done a couple times today. It seems to work. So what you do is you come by, you hit them with that, you get the speed buff, you come in with to the skies, you're supposed to land a basic and then hit them, but it does so much damage, it's so worth it. So we covered Misfortune with Berserker Greaves, Vampiric Scepter and Adorans, Janna with a Philo Stone and pretty much support items, Mord with his normal build, working on his Rylai's, me still exchanging up top, Riven with the normal jungle build, just a little bit behind, and Renekton, which I think he was building a Phage to start with. But let's go back, and let's go down here, and let's focus on one of these guys. I should keep going back. There we go. There we go. There's a fight going on. So you're going to see the Diana getting in quite a bit of trouble. There is the damage from the Riven and the kill from the ultimate, as we will see her being, or the lane being pushed back now, and just Twitch and Lulu with nothing to do about it. That Lulu hits really hard. Lulu has a great scaling on most of her spells. I mean, if we can focus back on Lulu here, we will see that it's pretty good. I mean, well, the base damage, sorry. The scaling's not that good, but I said that wrong. Anyway, as we're going to see, there's the knock-up and the double-up, but a quick ult from the Lulu allows her to stay alive for a couple more seconds. Twitch is going to harass the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser's going to go in, land the Ignite, but will he not? He did not get off his ultimate. Did he have his ultimate? He did not. He did have his ultimate. So now they're going to go after the Twitch, but Twitch is going to be able to kill Misfortune before she can do anything to stop him, because that passive of hers won't kick in as long as there's damage being done to her. And we will see a kill right there as Mordekaiser is in the bushes. Someone knows he's there. They are going to go in after him. And will they be able to get the kill? There's the Ghost, and Lulu returned. There's the Ghost, and will we see the kill? We will not see a kill for the Gangplank, but for the Diana, who comes in at the last second to save him. Now, here is a ridiculous moment where I think I'm going to back up just a little bit. Okay, so right now we are looking at me farming and this Riven getting into position. There's the kills down bot, and just a little bit of a zoom out right here. I think I'll leave it at this for the rest of the game. So there he comes in, he lands a stun, Riven gets right out in front of me. I decide to change modes, waste a flash, and then I continue to walk. I let Riven take a lot of damage. I go through there, I land my Q, I hit her with a slow, and then she just dies by the turret. Or did I ignite her? I ignited her. And I got a kill that way. And I still have enough health to sustain and lane against the lane against the Renekton. I actually have one more health pot, and I've popped one, so I'm really good in lane right now. So, yeah, that's what I meant by that Riven wasn't too good of a jungler. So we're going to see her taking out the turret. Nothing more to see here. And we are going to see bot lane picking at the Misfortune. And we won't really see any kills from this. We'll just see more so harass. As we see the Riven, though, and the Diana getting in a fight in the jungle at the red buff. The Renekton coming up, but the flash is meaningless because there was a Mordekaiser waiting on the other side. That kill was hilarious. So we actually have Twitch trying to escape here. Will he be able to with his kit? There is the stealth, but will he actually manage to double back? And yes, he did. They didn't even bother to check for that. There's a knockup on the gangplank, but we will see nothing come from it, as Renekton gets really worried about Diana and puts down 2 wards, which I do tell about. Now we're going to see the Riven coming in after the gangplank, landing almost all the abilities. There's the ultimate from the Lulu. Nothing comes from that. It is a 4v1 and a turret down bot. Lulu pinging for Twitch, hoping that they will get some help. And back up at me, where I'm completely decimating my lane. I have all the jungle buffs I need, and all the farm I need. That's all you need to know about top right now. As you'll see, the Lulu defending her tower the best she can, trying to get one of them to hurt her, but they won't. But then Twitch is actually managing to do quite a bit of damage to the Riven and to the Misfortune, but will he get the double kill? He did get 1 kill from the Expunge. Now he wants to go after Riven, but he chooses to flash, and he flashes right into Mordekaiser, who will land a nice combo on him, but misses Q and possibly his ultimate, as his ultimate is up. Riven is going to get away, and there's the ultimate on the Twitch for the kill. Riven is away with under 100 health, as Gangplank returns back, going after the Mordekaiser, doing quite a bit of damage, deciding to turn on Janna and trying to grab an easy kill that way. Rocksoak Blade will not slow her enough, but it will do the final blow. As Lulu is running away from the Ghost, we will switch to Gangplank and see him going after the Mordekaiser, landing a nice crit, getting rid of most of the shield, putting down his ultimate for much covering fire as the Mordekaiser pounces on the Lulu, grabbing a kill, but there's the raise morale, and will we see a kill here? We may, as the minions come in to help, and that is the golems being OP. Now, I'm going to back it up yet again, because you missed something quite cool up top. Back it up again, spoilers, one more time. There we go. So that's about 30 seconds back, as the Lulu is still alive. Speed it up till the Diana actually gets here. Here we go. So we have the Diana coming in, and decides to go right after the turret, as I'm going to charge after him and hope for the slow, since we do know most of them are bottom. As he does get away, she goes in, lands her combo. I land most of my combo. I try to knock him back. I actually do knock him back. Open up with my Thunderfield, miss my Q by a minion getting in the way, and he is sitting there with under 700 health, or under 800 health. There's the kills from the bot lane, as we see him wasting an ult, and both me and Diana still at pretty good health for more ganks. There's a Q from the Diana, trying to harass him under his turret. I'm going to farm, but the Riven is coming up, so it realizes that we actually have no real time to continue to dilly-dally. We will see the Riven going after the Diana. I will land my To the Skies, slowing both of them, now turning and activating as many abilities as I can, and attempting to get that, as the Riven does tank that shot and steal that kill from me. Now, if we change to Diana, we will see her going after the Renekton and not being able to get the kill. But the Riven is not going to let that go unnoticed, as you'll see her sitting in the bushes and waiting for Diana. There's the stun, and there's a couple abilities. I am on my way to help, and we see her actually retreat, as I will take a minion and stop her from getting in the bush, so that we can actually return. But it doesn't matter, because there is a ward there. Now I'm going to try and get to a nice position to actually jump on Riven and actually get the kill. But it seems futile because, well, she's only level 13, or I'm level 13, she's only level 9, and I've got essentially nothing. Now you're going to see me with Merc Treads here. I'm pretty sure I changed that by the end of the game. The reason I went with Merc Treads is because I figured that he'd start hitting more and hitting harder, but he never really bothered to build damage. He built a Phage, and that only gives you 30. Here's me actually, what am I working on? What am I working on at this point? I'm not working on my Aegis. I'm working on something. So let's go to directed camera, speed it up 2 clicks, and watch what happens. We're actually going to see me going up to lane, him backing up quite generously as he waits. But what will we see here, besides me going in there to check for him, because I did manage to see him with a minion, we're actually going to see the collapse in on the Janna. Quite a bit of damage for such a early hit. There's the Q, and there's a QL combo from the Diana. We are going to collapse on the Mordekaiser as we see the Riven trying to come in and do something, which she really can't. Now we have the Misfortune wasting her, what is that one called? Make It Rain. And we are going to see those two versus those two as Gangplank and Diana go through the jungle. There is the Riven going out on the Lulu, but we won't see anything coming out of that as we actually see this die down. Now going back to top, you're going to see me being able to exchange with Renekton over here and do a lot more damage to him than he's probably expecting. Now, I wish that would have hit him, but I thought it did. One thing I love about Jayce is this. Right here. His ult. Essentially, as you just seen it change, when you're using the cannon, it reduces their armor in magic. When you use the when you change to hammer and use that for the first hit, it does extra damage. So this allows you to really destroy him. There's the flash from the Lulu and the fall in. Will we get the kill? We will not, but he will try to get away. I'm going to flash and follow him after landing an ignite, trying my best, and with the bonus from the hit, or from my acceleration gate, we will get the kill. Now going down bot to see a Mordekaiser going after Twitch for all he can. Twitch is going to turn around and get the kill, just so he can, well, what's the word? Just so Mordekaiser can scorn his existence. No, I used that wrong. Oh well. So directed camera isn't working here as we see the Riven getting caught completely out of position. Why are there 2 wards here? As the ultimate from the Misfortune does completely nothing. The Gangplank is going to stay in and get shut down. There's the knockback from the Janna, and nothing is going to come from that as it just knocks them back for a matter of seconds. There's no one out here to help them as Twitch is going to go in to help, and then he chooses to back off. Now, I did take the turret up top with the aid of Lulu, so I am now allowed to roam. Actually, everyone is roaming at this moment. I was the last one to get my turret, because I liked all the CS I was getting from top. Oh, that's what I was making. To combat Mordekaiser, I went and got my, what's it called early? My Hex Drinker. That about that? Yeah, that's essentially that. I think this is supposed to be an Aegis of the Legion. I haven't organized this, so that's probably why. Okay, let's see. Let's speed this up and see what we can see. I choose to go after the Renekton. Whatever happened to him? He just walked back? How did we miss that? How did we miss that? Oh well. Speed it up yet again. Riven taking the red buff. And we will actually see them vigorously pinging for the mid turret so that they can actually grab that, as we're going to collapse in up top on the Renekton just because we don't like him that much, and the fact that he has a skin, and skins are for losers. Now, where are we? We're actually about to collapse in on Mord here, who is going to be in between a Lulu Gangplank and all of us. So Janna's going to get caught really out of position and be forced to go back, but the Diana's going to completely collapse in on the Riven. Will we see enough damage to get the kill? We will not, but the Mordekaiser is in between all 5 of us. There's an easy kill as the Riven ulti goes in and does nothing. There's a flash, there's the slow on the Riven, there's the knockup, and will I get the kill? I will get the kill. Now, there is my Q being missed, but will I be able to go in after the Janna? I actually have none of my cooldowns, and she's staying too far away for me to actually do any real damage. As you're going to see, I'm going to actually pick up these last few minions, harass Misfortune, as we see the Diana going in there and grabbing herself a nice double, with Renekton attempting to give chase, or at least that's what I thought. We couldn't see him until now. And I just give us this buff so we can get out of here. Speed up, directed camera, as we're going to see Twitch essentially just taking the turret. Here's Gangplank going way out of his way, attempting for a kill, but giving a kill to the Renekton. Yet again, speeding up, as there is not much to talk about during these non-teamfight times, except blue buff being given to Janna, which I have to say is useless, because let's look at her build. That Janna is building what? 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 Last I checked, she doesn't... What? I'm not going to question it. Although there are the builds, if you guys are curious, I'll leave them up for until 27. As the directed camera is going to pan around just a little bit. There we are, collapsing on the Mordekaiser. Just me and the Diana. It's a 2v3 here, but will we have enough damage to actually do anything? There's the Lulu coming in from nowhere, landing her ulti on me, keeping everyone around me nice and slowed. With my energy field up, we are going to pick a kill on the Mordekaiser. Now going back down to go after the Riven. We will fall in on the Riven as we see a kill on the Diana, leaving Lulu behind, running for my life from 4 of them, and Twitch here trying to help me. There I go, landing one of my abilities, completely missing, and the Riven getting assaulted by the Gangplank. Me trying my hardest to get away, and this misfortune will not quit going after me. I think I've lost her here is when she gave up. Yeah. She really wanted to get that kill. Now, the reason you've seen me actually stop and take time out of my running was because of this. Strut. As long as she's not being attacked... Thank you, camera. As long as she's not being attacked, she doesn't gain extra movement. So as soon as I hurt her, her speed went down, and since I had a higher base speed because of a mixture between my ult and my field, or my acceleration gate, essentially that allows me to get away with little to no issues. Now we're actually going to see me go back and buy... What am I going to buy? I am going to buy... I already have my Aegis. I sold my Dorans. What did I sell my Dorans for? I sold my Dorans for... What am I waiting for? What am I waiting? I'm not waiting for anything. I'm apparently just sold my Dorans to sell my Dorans. I'm smart. We're going to see Dragon being taken, and the Janna forgetting how to actually steal dragons. Now, let's see. There's a nice fight about to erupt here. It's a 4v3. There they are. All are getting slowed. There's a flash, but here comes Jayce to save the day, landing pretty much everything. Now we're going in after them. There's the ulti that does essentially nothing. Now I'm going to fall in on top of them. Blah. Where there's the kill on the Mordekaiser. There's the double kill for the Gangplank. The Diana dies yet again. I get a kill on the Riven, turn around, and I use my what is the name of that? I can't see it right now. I use my something. There we go. I use my Shock Blast Acceleration Gate combo to get a kill. There's the ace, and you would think a GG, but surprisingly not. Although we do push rather quickly. I can't see the death timers. Never mind, I'm an idiot. They're right there. The Janna comes up, and we know that we can't push to Nexus here, and we essentially just leave it at taking the inhib. As they all do pop up with the Renekton, going to be the last of the bunch. As she... Actually, I hit her, and look how much damage I did. Through her shield, mind you, and her shield currently does roughly 200, so... I did roughly 400 damage with that Q. I'm not that fed yet, although let's see. Where am I? 708. This is going to be a perfect gameplay, by the way. Spoilers. But, I feel like it was a good gameplay in general. I mean, there's no issues with the gameplay. I think I did pretty well for my first time. I think I need to refine my build a little bit, because I found myself not doing any damage whatsoever late game. Or maybe it was just a placebo effect of not knowing how much a champion can do and making it seem like not a lot, but there really doesn't seem like there's that much damage. This is funny. So the Twitch goes in, tries to do the damage, and gets collapsed on, and no one helps him. But there is the Diana going in, using the Deathfire Grass to get the kill on the Misfortune. There's the slow from the Gangplank. Will he manage to get away? going to speed this up because it is rather tedious. The Gangplank will get away, will he? As we're going to see him try to go in there, and he's going to turn on them. I'm going to try my hardest, but he's just going to die. So I just get the heck away, and they are going to take Baron. So you actually have me and Lulu, me actually full, going in for the Wraiths, and this Lulu was literally pinging and yelling at me, "Go to Baron, go to Baron." So what do you think I do? I actually go and help her. Now let's watch this unfold as I change to manual camera. So Lulu comes in, does a lot of damage, and she's about to get destroyed. Here I come in with my Q, getting a kill, getting a second kill, getting a third kill, now going in on Mordekaiser, and getting a quadra kill off of that. Now let's actually go back and slow it down just a little bit to see how I got this kill. So to get my first kill, there goes in my combo. Then I land on Riven, hit her with the basic, and get that kill. I knock away Renekton, which allows me to get that kill. I turn on my shield, hit him with a couple attacks, as Baron Nashor over there gives me enough assistance to get the kill with the greatest of ease. So now we are actually going to see me getting Baron Nashor, or obtaining, and getting the buff for our own team, which this I honestly have to say was the best contest I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen some really good ones, like there was an Ashe and an Ez, like there was a complete team death, and the Ashe and Ez both fired their ultis at the same time, and they hit at almost the exact same time, and it was like the most amazing one ever, because the Ez ulti came through and the Baron had like 3 health left. Yeah. But okay, let's see. Yeah, so I'm not even fed yet. I mean, I only have, what, 1108? I have a Frozen Mallet, a Hex Drinker, Wriggle's Lantern, and an Aegis. As we're going to see me going in and completely CCing out the Renekton with help from the Diana. Now the Riven's going to come in, land the stun, and get out of here before anything happens to her. There I am with the To the Skies, landing the slow on both her and Mordekaiser, knocking back the Riven just to pick her off, because we know that the Mordekaiser will get away, because everyone babies Mordekaiser as you see the shield coming out. There's the ulti that still does nothing, and the ulti on the Diana. There she goes through my acceleration gate, but she manages to stay alive, or the Mord manages to stay alive because of his ulti. Now it's just me and Lulu, and we are going to get out of there. There's the acceleration gate to get us moving and get us out of there. Although they do, I have to say, no, they do give up at this point. Although Misfortune does continue to try and chase, as Twitch is backdooring. Oh, Twitch, how much we love you. So, let's see. The goal difference is quite big. We didn't even lose a single turret, although our lowest turret was bot lane, and the highest was top lane. No surprise there. Twitch killing Renekton. Let's actually back up so we can see that. So we have Renekton coming in, Twitch going into stealth mode, and popping back out with Baron buff. There we go. Nope, with the cast, Renekton comes in, flashes away, a couple more basics, Expunge gets the kill. Going after Janna, and he gets a double kill, but that is a death to Twitch after a nice double-double. So let's leave it on direct camera for a second. Sorry for that. I hit the wrong button. I was meant to hit, or I meant to hit tilde. So there's nothing to do right now. We have 1 dead and 2 just sprawling out from the base. I'm actually choosing to go after Dragon with my brand new Maw of Malmortius. Maw of Malmortius. Really good item, especially when you build a Frozen Mallet first. These two combined are deadly, especially with a Bloodthirster. You essentially have the more damage you take, the lower your health. The lower your health, the more damage you give. The more damage you give, the more health you steal. So you're stealing more health, the more they take from you, so you're doing more damage. Really good combo. I normally replace it with Wriggles, and I really don't know what to put in this last slot here. I just call that a building slot. I'm not even going to explain what happens here, except I end it with my E, which is Thundering Blow. Deals 20% of their maximum health This is pretty much all your damage. And rightfully so. It really does hurt. Now, they're going in all after Riven, and it's just me and Janna up here. So I'm going to choose to just go after the minions, because I know Janna can't do much to me, so I'm going to pick up as much CS as I can. Let myself have a little bit of room with the minions as I just take them out of the base to kill them. But the Riven, yet again, just... Actually, I want to say something funny happened there. Yeah, she's returning. The Gangplank finds her. She tries to defend herself instead of running. Goes after the Gangplank. She's actually losing more health than he is. And she even tries to ult back. And yeah, it's kind of useless. So we have me and Twitch in the base. Let's see if I can just put the camera somewhere. And see both of us. There we go. So there's the inhibitor down here gone. And the inhibitor up top is still there. As we're going to move the camera. And I do take that inhib. So now we are at their base. And we are going to see a nice team fight erupt in a matter of seconds. With Baron buff still up on those who survived, so me and Lulu, it actually drops in this fight. There's the ult that does no damage, and there is the kill on the Mordekaiser, the kill on the Renekton, as I am just CSing because I just want to get this Nexus down so we can win this game. There is the Nexus going down, and we will see the Janna trying her hardest to live, but it will not work as the GG is sent out, and the final scores. You're gonna see me do my little dance up there. Anyway, so if you enjoy the content provided, leave a like. You want to stay current, subscribe. You think your friends like this video, share this video. And I will talk to you all later.